Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 16th of December. I'm Michael Groff. It's another chilly start to the day. Some clouds around this morning. Those will clear out, and that's going to set the stage with dry northwesterly flow for a pretty cool night tonight. In fact, we could see a freeze over parts of the valley once again, especially the West Valley, the Southeast Valley, some of the more suburban or rural areas as well. And then this weekend, we'll see some clouds around. That should keep temperatures up, and another chilly night Sunday night and Monday morning. And then a warming trend takes place thereafter. But the big question you're all asking probably is, what about that forecast for Christmas? How are we looking there? Will it be a white Christmas over parts of the state? Will it be a white Christmas here in Phoenix? Spoiler alert, it won't. But what about temperatures for that time for St. Nick? Well, we'll get into all of that and everything else in just a moment. But first, it's Friday. And that means it's Photo Friday here. And that's where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And first up, David Parnell at ASU, the high school championship game last weekend. There was beautiful weather for that. And we've had some cool but overall glorious weather. A couple of rainy days in there for the high school sports, but not bad. Then this is from Patrick, and his wife Deborah actually took this shot looking north from Phoenix Children's Hospital. A beautiful picture there. Speaking of beautiful pictures, Tyler, he sent these to me just after I started doing production on last Friday's video. And these are a few pictures that he's taken of sunsets from late November and early December here across the area. And I mean, spectacular stuff. You can't get any better than this. Arizona always offers these every single day. Sunrise, sunset, twice a day. There's always opportunities for great photos like these. And thank you to Tyler, one of our resident storm chasers. And when there's no storms to chase, then chase sunrises, moonrises, chase lots of opportunities. Weather will always give you a chance to photograph it. Mother Nature is always photogenic. All right, and then Steve, our buddy up in Willow Creek. Yeah, they got a couple of inches of snow earlier this week. And so here's some of the pictures of that in northwest Arizona up on the plateau there. Looks fantastic, looking wintry. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get a whole lot more snow before Christmas up that way. But still, gets you in that holiday spirit, that's for sure. And then Beth from, these are from Tuesday evening. A little bit of slushy rain coming down here. There was some rain, a little bit of graupel or soft hail on Tuesday night in a few spots, especially North Phoenix, Northeast Phoenix. And then another sensational sunset here. And look at that. There's some geese flying by. So thank you to Beth. Always takes remarkable pictures. So I appreciate each and every one of you. We do it every Friday, Photo Friday. And the question I always get, how can I submit my photos or videos for Photo Friday? Well, you can do so by sending them to my email address, groffshow@gmail.com. That is GROFF show@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, let's get into it here. Taking a look at that almanac from yesterday. 56 degrees, the afternoon high. That's 10 degrees below the normal. 38 the morning low, and that is 7 degrees below normal. Record high 79 degrees, record low 26. And we're pretty far behind still on rainfall, and does not look like we're going to get much before the end of the year. Taking a look outside right now here at 9:43 a.m. Yeah, you can see the clouds out there. Mostly cloudy sky. We're sitting at 45 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 35, humidity 70%. The wind is calm. The barometer is steady. The upper level weather pattern here across the country, it's slowly evolving. We've got a trough moving eastward out across the Great Lakes and toward the northeast. Now, on the back side of this, there's a little spoke, a little weak ripple here in the flow that's coming through Arizona. And that's going to clear the clouds out later today. And that's going to also help to reinforce that cool northwesterly flow. So tonight, with somewhat drier air coming in, that's going to set the stage for some very cold temperatures. And then we'll see another wave riding down sort of the front side of this ridge off the west coast. And that's going to bring in some clouds this weekend and slightly warmer overnight temperatures. Now, in the meantime, checking the watch warning map, yeah, you've got blizzard warnings for the Dakotas, places like Hettinger, Dickinson, Bismarck, Minot, North Dakota, the Magic City, blizzard warnings up there, winter storm warnings elsewhere, and the Northeast winter weather conditions too. Now here in Arizona, we've got a hard freeze warning for a good portion of Mojave County, as well as parts of La Paz and extreme northwest Maricopa. There is a freeze warning for portions of Greater Phoenix and the surrounding area. So places like Sun City, Whitman, Circle City, Avondale, Goodyear, Sun Lakes, Queen Creek, you are in a freeze warning tonight. The rest of the Phoenix metro, the urban core, so to speak, Phoenix, Tempe, Scottsdale, you are not in a freeze warning. Nevertheless, those of you in the freeze warning, definitely going to want to cover those plants tonight. We could see lows down in the mid to upper 20s, maybe low 30s. The rest of the valley, low 30s to maybe about 37, 38 degrees. So, if you're doubtful as to whether or not you should cover up, just go ahead and do it. But especially if you're in those freeze warning areas for tonight. All right, the convective outlook for today, no organized severe weather across the nation, hardly any thunder to be found, maybe over the southern tip of Florida. And here's a look at precipitation. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, not much. There could be just a little bit of light precip over the far eastern mountains, the White Mountains of our state, but otherwise, we're not expecting much of anything for a while. And we'll talk about why that is as we get to the models and have a look at things. This is the GFS. It's the 06Z run. This is valid 2 o'clock this afternoon. Oh, that is a La Nina look, isn't it? A huge ridge over the North Pacific, all the way up into the Bering Sea in eastern Russia. Down the front side of that, we've got a little wave sliding down here, a big trough to the east of us, and a northwesterly or northerly flow here and heights below average. So what it all means for us down at the surface today, we've got the clouds around right now. Those will be clearing out by later this afternoon. High temperatures today, upper 50s to low 60s. But then tonight, with the clearing skies, the drier air, overnight lows, again, in the coldest spots around Greater Phoenix or just outside Greater Phoenix, we could be talking about anywhere from the mid-20s to low 30s. The rest of the urban core probably in the mid to upper 30s. But it's just going to be cold out there, I'll tell you that. Then tomorrow, areas of frost in the morning. Then we'll see some sun in the morning, then increasing clouds through the day as another wave begins to move our direction. And high temperatures tomorrow, again, pretty close to 60, probably staying just shy of the 60-degree mark. Now, tomorrow night, lots of clouds around. That should keep temperatures way up. I expect lows in most spots to stay above freezing. And in fact, the urban core probably stays in the low to maybe even mid-40s. Then Sunday, cloudy in the morning, then decreasing clouds through the day. High temperatures in the upper 50s to near 60. But again, Sunday night and Monday morning with the decreasing clouds, I think that we're going to see another freeze possible in some spots. Lows again, upper 20s in the cold spots, mid 30s in the urban core for Monday morning. So we'll see areas of frost, and then it'll turn mostly sunny through the rest of the day. High temperatures sneaking back to the low 60s. Now, much of next week, high pressure is going to gradually build on in here. Temperatures will warm up eventually. Now, we'll see low to maybe mid 60s on Tuesday. Then mid to upper 60s on Wednesday and Thursday with occasional high clouds coming on through. But overall, a dry weather regime should keep on going here. Then a week from today, this is Friday the 23rd, huge ridge sitting to the west and northwest of us, kind of a Rex block almost developing, and a trough in the east. And what that means is below average temperatures for the eastern half of the country, above average temperatures here. In fact, if that verifies as advertised, temps could get pretty close to 70 here by next Friday. Then as we look out 10 days, this is kind of interesting. This is Christmas Day, believe it or not. Yeah, Sunday, the 25th. And the ridge continues to sit off over the Northeast Pacific, but the trailing end of this trough, another wave rotating around this vortex, moves through the Rockies and clips across Arizona. Now, if that pans out, we could see maybe just enough moisture and dynamics for some rain and snow over southeast Arizona on Christmas morning, or maybe late Christmas Eve. Here in Phoenix, there's just not enough moisture here. This is an overland kind of system, but it would turn windy and cooler for Christmas Day. High temperatures may stay only around 60 if this is right, but again, this is 10 days out, and this is a very Well, this is a hard to predict kind of setup. We've seen a lot of different looks out here for Christmas Day. For now, the bottom line is dry conditions, temperatures probably pretty close to or maybe just a little below average for Christmas Day, but we'll get a little bit better picture of how this is going to play out as we get closer. Now, as we look at rainfall for Phoenix off the European Ensemble, this goes out through the 30th of the month, almost the end of the year, and it is doubtful we'll see any meaningful precipitation between now and then. There's a scattering of members. There's about, 6 members or so that try to bring in a little bit of rain over the next couple or few days, and then some way out there at the end of the period. But overall, the ensemble mean is way, way under 0.05 of an inch. I mean, we're not going to see anything. I doubt it. And then temperatures off the National Blend of Models. Again, a little bit below average through the weekend, but then by next week, temperatures warming up and maybe even being at or a couple of degrees above normal for the end of next week and heading on into Christmas. And that is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here on Monday morning. Of course, updates before that if necessary. And should you just happen to enjoy these videos, and of course you do, then be sure to like, subscribe, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only sweetest love forever. She is the Asian sensation, Michelle. And you can see her there in the live chat. Thank you to everyone for participating in the live chat and leaving all your comments. Do really appreciate it. They are all read. I try to respond to all of them. I can't interact with the live chat while I'm doing the videos generally, but I do read it. I go back and read all of them. So anything that you say there, I will see it. So thank you so very much to everyone. All right. And yes, thanks for watching. All of your continued support. Greatly appreciated. You guys be safe out there, okay? Have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.